rounding 3-digit numbers to the nearest 10. Just like when you round 2-digit numbers to the nearest 10, your answer is going to end in 0. So your answer is either going to end in a 10, a 20, a 30, a 40, a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100, maybe 200, 300. It's going to end in zeros though, just like it did when we rounded 2-digit numbers to the nearest 10. And it's going to work really the exact same way. The only difference is we're going to have a number in front of the tens place this time. And basically what we're going to do is ignore that number in front of the tens place, or if there happened to be more than one number in front of the tens place, we would ignore those numbers. We're going to ignore them and focus, just like before, on the tens place and the ones place. So just like before, we're going to underline the tens place. We're going to think about what if 86 was to round up, what it would round up to, and it would round up to not just 90 in this case, but we got to remember that the 4 is there, so it would round up to 490. If it was going to round down, it would round down to 480. Remember, when it rounds down, that 8 stays right there. We don't go down to 7, we stay at 8. And so then I would do the exact same thing. After I've underlined the tens place, after I've said, here's the high, here's the low, I would circle the digit right next to the underlined digit. And I would ask myself, is it a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? If it is, I'm going to round up. If it's not, I'm going to round down. 5 and up, we round up. 4 and down, we round down. And so this is a 6, so 486 would round to 490. And the biggest mistake I see, and that I've seen over the years, is that instead of rounding 486 to 490, kids sometimes will forget to put that hundreds place back, and they'll round 486 just to 90. And that's where I ask the class to look at the answer that they write down and say, does it make sense? Does it make sense that 486, that the closest group of 10 to 486 would be just 90? No, it would have to be 490. So be very careful that if there are numbers before the place you're rounding to, that you put those numbers back. Again, one more time quickly. If I had 327, I would pick my high value of 330, looking at the tens place. My low value would be 320. And then I'm going to do just what I did before. I'm going to circle the digit to the right of the tens place, or the underlined digit. I'm going to ask myself, 5 and up, go up. So is it a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? And it is in this case. So I'm going to, once again, round up. 327 would round to 330.